Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of Dear Chiquis. If you don't know, well, now you know that this is a podcast where I listen to your questions without listening to them before, and I give you advice or my opinion. Sometimes I have an opinion, sometimes I don't, sometimes I have advice, and I'm honest all the time. The point is, we have a new set of questions, and I'm so excited to hear from you guys. So we are going to start this episode off with Karena.
Hola chiquis, ¿cómo estás, mi amor? Ojalá que te encuentres súper bien. Te amo tanto. You are such an inspiration for me. And I was hoping you could help me with the dilemma. So I just got engaged a few months ago, and we're sort of kind of starting to go into wedding talks. And there has recently just been such family drama on my family and then also on my fiance side of the family that honestly, I'm about ready to just elope at this point, you know? I've always kind of dreamed of a wedding and everything, and, you know, all the traditions, like the dances and just the little things that come with the wedding, you know, I would hate to miss out on, but I just want to hire a photographer, elope, and go on a great honeymoon because al cabo la gente a veces nomás viene para criticar, you know, and weddings are so expensive and we want to start a family soon. And I tell my fiance we can always just, you know, renew our vows in 10 years, you know, and have a wedding then. But I don't know, I know you've had a big wedding in the past, and I know you're recently engaged too. So I was just wondering, you know, what you opinion is on the topic and what are you planning to do. You can give us some details. Anyways, I love you so much. Thank you for all that you do, and I hope God continues to bless you for many, 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 many years to come. Love you. Bye.
Oh, Karena, I love you too, baby. Thank you so much. May God bless you and your marriage. Congratulations on your engagement. That is awesome. I totally get the stress behind a wedding and planning a wedding, especially if this is your first wedding. You want it to be perfect. As a woman, we want the dress and to have fun. But you are right. Sometimes the fiestas are more for other people. So you have to be very careful. Like, I don't know where the drama's coming from. I don't know if it has to do with the wedding or who wants to be invited or not, or I don't know where the drama's coming from. But if you have any stress at all, it should just be, for instance, because you don't know what venue to choose, you know, not coming from the family. I would tell you to always remember that the most important thing is that this is for you and your future husband. This is a moment for both of you, and it should be absolutely beautiful. And that's one thing that Emilio and I told ourselves. We want something smaller, intimate, people that we absolutely 100% trust. If anyone's going to be there that I would second guess, then they shouldn't be there. So that's how I'm playing it. And I'm like, have they supported our relationship from the very beginning? I'm not thinking of anyone else's feelings but my own. It is my wedding. I want to be happy that day. And si se enojan, que se enojen. And if they're not invited, then they should really be like, okay, well, what did I do? And not get mad at me because it's not about them. It's about us, you know, you and I and your partner. You know what I mean? So I don't have any details as of yet for my wedding. I just know that it's going to be a small, big wedding. That's all I can say. But I did think about eloping, girl, because I'm just like, can it just be you and I? Like, at the end of the day, it's going to be you and I anyways for the rest of our lives. And we could just have a little party, like go elope. And then this is probably a good idea. You can probably elope, have like the ceremony, just you and him, photographer, the whole thing. And then just have a huge party when you come back and be like, hey guys, I got married. Y'all want to come or not? You know what I mean? Like, what's up? I don't know. That's another idea because I've thought about it. I'm not even going to lie. So I get it, but always remember what is important. And that is that you and your man are good. And what do you guys want? Don't do everything and pick things or places for other people. It has to be what's best for both of you. Okay? That is my best advice, Karena. And thank you so much for listening to the podcast and for your question. I hope everything works out. So our next question comes from Celia.
Hey, Chiqui. So I just got out of a 9-year relationship, and I just wanted to ask you how I start thinking about myself, choosing me, moving on forward, and just trying to get out of this depression.
Ooh, Celia, 9 years. It's a long time. So I get it. I don't know why the relationship ended. I'm assuming it's for a good reason. And I think once you start seeing things in that way, like saying, okay, if it didn't work out, it's God protecting me from something, and not only you, but maybe the other person, you know? I think this is your opportunity to focus on yourself and not trying to put a Band-Aid on your wound, if not feeling all of these feelings, like embracing the pain. Pain is a path to promotion to a better you. So feel it, don't ignore it, don't try to, como dicen, un clavo saca otro clavo, trying to like say, I'm going to find someone else to kind of just take up my time. And like, no, I'm telling you, I've done that way too many times. And it's the worst thing that you can do. You really have to take this time to spend with yourself, to meditate, to do things that make you happy, things that you weren't able to do when you were in a relationship, work out, go on bike rides, read a book, go out with friends, spend more time with family, go to church, anything that's going to fill your heart and your mind with something positive and make you feel better more than anything, and focus on you. And you're going to have sad days. Know that. And it's okay to be sad. Let it pass. Don't let that day or that moment turn into 3 days or a week or 2 months. Be like, okay, I'm going to shake this off. God, I trust in you. Universe, I trust in you. Santos, or whatever it is that you believe in. I trust in you. And I know that you're going to bring the right person to me. Let go and let God. But this is your time to focus on you. Take this as an opportunity, a great opportunity to grow and prepare yourself for the person that you want to attract. Think, the person that I want next, am I that person? Am I the reflection? You have to work on yourself and become the person that you're trying to attract in your life. I'm telling you, don't go and try to find someone, a booty call or anything like that. It's not going to do any good. Been there, done that, girl. So that's my advice to you, and I hope it helps. I'm sending you a big hug. I know it's tough, but you got this. You got this, okay? Strength. Our next question comes from Eric.
Hey, Janae.
Hi.
It is Eric with the eyebrows from Nashville. It was so good to see you. So good to give you a hug, and it was so fun to be with you for some of your last concerts of the Abeja Reina Tour, Parte 2. I just wanted to give you an update. I know I had asked a question, about therapy, and I'm applying for a master's in social work. An update, I got into my dream program to study a master's in clinical social work.
Wow.
I will graduate next May, and I'm super excited, and I graduate this May from my undergrad, from my bachelor's degree.
Damn.
Currently, I'm in an internship right now, working underside the police, working with a lot of people who experience a lot of crimes. And even though I'm just starting, it's sometimes getting to the point to where I sometimes see myself in some of the victims' crimes, and it's kind of hard to separate that work, go home balance to where I don't take that home with me. I just wanted to know if you have any ways that you, whenever you're, when you're out being, Chiquis out on stage versus when you go home and you're Janae and, like you say, you're in your sweats and your clothes, just chilling, what are your routine steps to, separate that? Also wondering, was trying to look on your website if you do scholarships and how to apply for them, because I would love to apply for my last year of school. Bestals, and I can't wait to see you again.
Eric, it is so nice to hear from you again. I love your questions. First of all, congratulations. I am so freaking proud of you. That is amazing. I always tell you guys, knowledge is power, and it makes me so happy and so proud that you guys go to school, that you're going to school, that you're getting your bachelor's degree. Honestly, pat yourself on the back. That is amazing. That is something that no one can take from you. So keep that up. And I love your question because I am an empath. I am a person that feels, I'm very intuitive. I feel people's energies. In the beginning of my career, I wasn't sure what was going on with me, but there were times where I was like, I'm fine, but then I'd be in a place and then I'd go home and I'd be sad. Now what I do, and I say this out loud almost every single day, I say I release any feelings, any emotions that do not belong to me. I release any stresses, any worries, any insecurities. Like it's just releasing. I also do something physical after my shows or after my meet and greets, not because anyone has negative energy, because obviously people that go to my shows or my meet and greets love me and I love them. But it's more of like, we exchange energy. We are energy. So for me, it's like I wash my hands as a sign of like, okay, letting my hands run under the water. And I'm just kind of like mentally, it could all be mental, whatever people can say that it's, oh, it's just your, yes, it's your mind, but your mind is very powerful. So anyways, going back to that, I just let my hands, like let the water flow. And I'm just kind of like meditating, like I'm releasing any energy that does not belong to me. And I shower, I make sure that I shower and I'm meditating as I'm showering, wetting my hair. And I'm like, okay, because our hair holds a lot of energy. So anyways, I'm very intentional with that, where I'm like, okay, I'm fine. Because I think with time, since you're starting off with this is very early on in your career and you're an intern. So you're going to learn all of this with time. You're going to learn to navigate through the emotions and not take things that don't really belong to you home. But I'm an empath, so I can't help it. So it's a matter of just knowing, okay, I'm here to help. I'm going to put this to the side. And what I've done is I've separated Chiquis and Janae, and that helped me a lot. So I don't know if you have like an alter ego, like maybe you can make like an alter ego at work. I'm like, okay, this is, Eric with the C, or I don't know, something. And then the Eric at home, it's like you just kind of hang up your jersey from work outside of the door, and it's like a mental thing. And then you're like, okay, cool. I'm leaving that there. I'm leaving this at work, and I'm just me. So there are different things that you can do. And I hope that helps. I hope I explained it correctly, but you just have to be very like, it's where I protect myself. I am protected. I do that every day. And right before I go into a meeting, I protect my mind, my heart, all that stuff. But remember, I release any feelings, any emotions that do not belong to me. And also, before I forget, the second part of your question, scholarships. Oh my gosh, I used to do this a long time ago, like in 2015, 16, I was giving out scholarships from Boss Bee Nation. And I haven't opened up my nonprofit, you guys, because you guys know education is huge for me. And I want to give out more scholarships. So I'm working on that. I don't give out scholarships right now, but I do help with Boss Bee Nation still. I have Boss Bee Nation. So I can definitely figure something out. I'm going to see if you can maybe send me an email to the email that's on my Instagram. Just go there, press email, send me an email, let us know who you are. Kimberly, my assistant, reads them and she'll let me know and I will send you a scholarship. But send me your story and tell me why you need it, okay? I'm not just be giving away money, you guys, okay? This is real. Send me a video and explain to me and show me that you go to school and the whole thing, which Eric, I trust you, but this is just for, you don't know what I mean. Anyways. Eric, I love you, puppy. I love you, and I can't wait to see you in my next concert. The Amantes Tour, what's up? I'm so excited. Our final question comes from, an anonymous listener. Let's see.
Chiquis, huge fan of all the family, and was wondering if you will ever reconsider having a relationship with the rest of the family, all the Riveras again.
Oh, thank you, Mama. Thank you for loving my family. I really appreciate it. You know what? I'm a person that's very forgiving. I'm open to having conversations. I think conversations need to be had before starting a relationship. I don't know if anything will ever be what it used to be years ago. I don't know. But I'm definitely a person that believes in forgiveness and asking for forgiveness if I need to ask for forgiveness, because I know that I probably have hurt people's feelings, or I've done things that I didn't even know I did that hurt their feelings or said something. So I'm definitely willing and open to it. I don't know if right now is the time. There's so much going on and I feel very happy and at peace and I want to protect that. But if the time comes, y se da, and everyone's open to having an open and honest conversation, then absolutely. Yeah. So thank you for your question. I appreciate that. Well, guys, this concludes this episode of Dear Chiquis. I am so grateful for each and every single one of you guys. You have no idea. It's so soothing to my heart to help you guys out. I feel like I am doing and living my life purpose through you guys. So if there's anything that I can do to help you, please leave me your question. It can be about absolutely anything. I will give you the best advice from the bottom of my heart. And you can leave me your question at speakpipe.com/Chiquis and Chill podcast. Thank you guys for your questions. And I love you. I will catch you on the next episode of Dear Chiquis. This is a production of iHeartRadio and My Cultura Podcast Network. Follow us on Instagram at My Cultura Podcasts and follow me, Chiquis, that's CHIQUIS. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your favorite shows.